For tonight, I'm going to be finishing up my series on Buffalo Trace. I'm going to finish it up with E.H. Taylor single barrel. It is bottled in bond. It comes in at 100 proof, aged at least 4 years. I think these are usually 6 to 9 years old, depending on the barrel, and they are usually coming from right in the middle of the rick house, from what I understand when I visited Buffalo Trace. E.H. Taylor's a really good bottle of bourbon. So far in the series, my favorite has been Eagle Rare. E.H. Taylor is my second favorite, but we'll see how the single barrel stacks up and see if it's any better than Eagle Rare. Definitely enjoy E.H. Taylor. This is a $60 to $70 bottle, and it's kind of hard to find, especially the single barrel ones. The small batch is a little bit easier to find. But the single barrel ones are definitely harder to find, and so are some of the other ones like Tornado Survivor and stuff like that. Those almost impossible to find. But we're going to go ahead and crack this one open, give it a smell and a taste, and see how it stacks up. Let's give it a smell. Fresh bottle crack, so I'm gonna have to swirl that around a little bit, get it to open up. It is a little odd to see a single barrel be bottled in bond and right at 100 proof. My single barrels that I tend to gravitate towards are more of the barrel proof single barrels. Don't really gravitate towards the ones that are proof down. Off the nose, I get a lot of sweetness, get that cherry note. Getting a little bit of the barrel on there. Not much though. It's not a strong cherry note like the other ones from Buffalo Trace. Let's give it a taste. Oh wow. This is my first time having an E.H. Taylor single barrel. I've had some of E.H. Taylor's other products, but never really had a single barrel from them before. A lot of sweetness up front. Then it kicks in with a little bit of a cherry note, but not much, but it's dark fruits right in the mid palate. And that 100 proof carries on through the finish. Finish has got a peppery finish to it. That's really good. That's really, really good. And it's right at the proof point that I like. I love Eagle Rare. I wish it was a little bit higher proof. And this one gives me that higher proof, and it gives me all the flavors of a great bourbon. You get that caramel notes and those red fruit notes and stuff like that. Let's go in for a second taste. Second taste, getting pretty much the same thing. A lot of sweetness up front. Those dark fruit notes in the mid palate. Get a hint of caramel there. A little bit of barrel coming through. And then that pepper finish. That one's probably my favorite so far. So if I was to rank these, I would rank this one, the single barrel first, Eagle Rare second, the small batch E.H. Taylor third, Blanton's, then Buffalo Trace, and then Travelers. Travelers isn't a bad one. It's just basic. It's very basic. It's kind of one note. Buffalo Trace is obviously a staple bourbon. I mean, it's easy for everybody to get a hold of a bottle of Buffalo Trace, and that's probably a bourbon that most people start out with. Blanton's is fine. I think Blanton's is overhyped. If I had my money and I had to, Blanton's on the shelf and Eagle Rare on the shelf and either one of these E.H. Taylors on the shelf, I'm leaning more towards the Eagle Rares and the E.H. Taylors than I am a Blanton's. But other than that, that'll do it for my review of Buffalo Trace products that I have, and I'll probably start a series in the next couple videos on something else. Don't know what that is yet, but if you have an idea on what I can do for a series in my next several videos, please leave it in the comments. I'll reply to all comments that are made on my video, and we'll see y'all in the next one.